Is up. Okay, let's see. Are we live? Let's make sure we're live. All right, what's going on? We are live on Facebook. Um, let's see. We are live. I think we're live on YouTube too. Have you used a CRM before? Okay, so what's up, everybody? We're gonna talk about life. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna talk about jump. Just exploring every path. What's crack-a-lacking? What's crack-a-lacking? Let me put this live in the Discord so that people know. For the Discorders out there, everyone, I'm live right now. Let's go. How's everybody doing? Let's talk, ask questions, let's talk about junk, and you know, let's just chit chat. Let's. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I recognize the name. What's up, Justin and Tammy? How you guys doing? Um, Fred Mendoza, hey brother, thanks for the call last week. Sorry I missed it. Fred, you missed it? Don't worry, they're all recorded. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put up the new class last night's class. I'm gonna put up right after this live. Um, but Robin Shaw, doing good. What's going on? Christina. Hi, hun. I just read your name, Christina. It's funny saying your name. Peachy, my love. Um, so all right, guys. While we let people come in and join the live, ask questions. Does anybody have any questions about junk removal? I know we start to slow down. Some people slow down. Um, um, so how long does the pin? Sorry, I'm texting. I wrap up all these conversations. Um, you're a cheese ball. Sorry, I got to call a friend a cheese ball. Okay, so we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on in the junk removal space. Let's start with, yeah, let's get some shirts away. If you guys sign up for Autopilot, if you're already a member or an investor and you want a t-shirt, message me. Okay. Let me actually get my phone number. Let me get I pull up my phone number, my assistant's number so you guys can reach me. I'm going to put it on the screen. Uh, does anybody else do that? I always do that. Just like make these random noises. I don't know why. Just done it ever since I was a little kid. Like just make music. Does anybody else do weird shit like that? Um, so I have an interview. Jeffrey, what do you think? Are you in here? Should I do an interview? Window. Where's overlays? There it is. Let's add some text. Um, let's do 323-918-5436. Okay. I'm just gonna add this. That looks like so that's funny because it like looks so like one of those tacky infomercials late at night in the morning, like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. Call now and get your for 6 low payments of 19.95, you can get the squeegee. That's what the phone number makes me think of. Anyways, guys, if you want, I think we've got like 30 shirts left. So um, if they're free, blast off. And Jeffrey, I'm gonna ship yours too. Ship yours as well. Don't you worry. But yeah, text that number 323-918-5436. You can text if you want your t-shirt. You can text if you want to invest. You can text if you want information on how to sign up for Autopilot, which is very easy to sign up for Autopilot now. You just go to the App Store, you go to the website, you can just sign up now. You just need the invite code, which is beta tester, all lowercase, one word. So, yeah. If you guys want some shirts, let's see. Let's see if I pull yours out, Jeff. Did I get yours, Jeff, or no? But I got a bunch of these guys. So if you're already a subscriber and you want a shirt, see, it's a large. These are limited edition, right? So you can see dude's chilling. Dude's chilling. Hold on. Dude's chilling on the hammock because he's using autopilot. It makes his life easier. So he's chilling because of all the free time. That's why he's floating in the clouds. If you guys, and it's got a really cool dump truck, you know? It's all, I went for retro vintage looking colors. So, um, yeah. Speaking of t-shirts, don't worry, Jeffrey, I'm going to ship yours out. Would you prefer to have only commercial customers or only residential? If you had to choose one or the other, trying to decide where I'm going to invest my time. Sapar, what's up, Steve? Steve, text me, message me on Instagram. I'll definitely send you a shirt. Blast off. Hit me up. I know you use our software, so I'll send you one as well. Um, Shapar, that's a tricky question because let's say you have, here's the upside of commercial clients is if you have all commercial clients in a perfect world, let's just say you got all commercial clients, you are going to most likely you're going to have to carry general liability for sure. But a lot of commercial jobs that I did wanted workers' comp as well. They wanted proof of workers' comp. That's not going to be as common, but 10% of the jobs wanted workers' comp. Some of them wanted umbrella, and they also wanted to see commercial auto. So let's just say you're insured completely, you're fine, and you have all commercial jobs. There's one other caveat to this. Net 30 to net 45, most commercial companies are going to do. And I've heard property management companies, I never had this problem. But I've heard time and time again property management companies paying out late on top of net 30. So let's say you're doing tons of property managements, apartment complexes, and they say net 30, but you don't get your payment for till net 60. I've heard as late as net 90. I've heard property management companies paying late a lot, but at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot of net 30s. So you're going to incur all of the cost up front. So let's just say you have only commercial customers and they're all net 30. You're going to be fronting all of the dump fees and labor fees and gas and everything until you start collecting these checks. And that's so that means you need money in the bank. And that's why I think you should always have both. Uh, because residential customers pay on site, commercial. In my experience, my biggest commercial job, it was net 45. I think I did a job for Body Coat for $115,000. It was net 30, net 45. They paid on time, thank God. Um, but yeah, just keep that in mind. And just exploring every path. Is there a suggested method of advertising for autopilot, like stickers for vehicles saying, hey, is there, like you don't have to advertise autopilot, but if you want to, that would be awesome. I have stickers and pens. So if you guys want stickers and pens, let me know. I got stickers, pens, I got t-shirts. Just text me. Text me, text me, text me. So I hope that answers your question, Shapar. So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask. Is my fan too loud? Let me know if the fan is too loud. I have my fan on, so can you guys please comment? Comment so that I know you guys are here. Ask some questions. Say something in the comments, guys. Let me know if my fan is too loud for the microphone. If it is, I'll turn it off. Um, but yeah, no problem at all. Now, something I need to show. Let's go over. Let me pull up. Pick me, pull up Pick Me crowdfunding real quick. If you're doing this as a side gig, would you still not quote through pictures since time is more limited? Matt, what's up? Have to run, but send me a shirt. Matt, you didn't take one at the expo? I'll send you a shirt. I got you. But you didn't get a shirt at the expo? Cisco, what's up? Justin Johnson, Javier Garcia, who qualifies for a free shirt? Okay, if you guys want the t-shirts, you have to be an investor or a beta customer, right? Beta is only $50 a month. So if you guys want to sign up, or if you're an investor, let me know. These are limited edition, so I'm not going to make this design anymore. The next design I make, I might just go back to the simple. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something cool again. Maybe I'll do like something creative because I think it's cool to represent dump trucks since that's what we're in. Maybe I'll do something a little more, you know, I don't know. We'll do something. Um, Cool. You guys can't hear the fan. I'm going to keep the fan on. So, Cisco, what's up? Blast off. Where can we find a good contract if we have a big job? For example, an $8,000 job. ChatGPT. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I just put the terms of serve, like the rules and the payment structure for my $115,000 job. I was using Workies at the time. I put it into the invoice notes, the rules, right? Not the rules, but like the payment structure, when we're going to be done, when they had to pay us, like the deposit, and then the final payment, what we were going to do. I stuffed it all into invoice notes. But what you can do is you can always use ChatGPT, guys. So it's easy. You can always use ChatGPT, and we do want to get contracts built into our system. We're going to actually within 2 months or 3 months because we're dropping dumpster rentals, guys. Asset tracking, dumpster rental contracts. um Super exciting stuff, along with multi-day jobs, reoccurring jobs, um all kinds of new stuff coming in within the next 2 or 3 months. A whole bunch of new features. Yeah, hey guys, if you want, you have to text that phone number saying you want a shirt. But remember, you have to be an investor or a beta tester. If you guys want a shirt, I will send it to you. If you guys want anything, you want to invest, text the phone number. You have questions, anything, text that phone number. I got you. And, why don't I share my screen really quick? Because we got a lot going on. So I'm going to share my screen. You guys should see this right now. And let's make this a little bit bigger. Ah, cool. So, guys, this is me real quick. I gotta say, let me hold on. Let's put the camera on the screen. Hold on. Let's put me right here. All right, guys. So, autopilot. If you guys are using autopilot, say something in the comments. We are competing with Jobber, House Call Pro, all of them, Workies. We're going to take them down. I promise you that. And mark my words. In 1 year from now, we will be the go-to solution. There will be no reason to use Jobber, House Call Pro, or Workies. I promise you that. It's me and my business partner. We built this entire application, and it's a big undertaking. We have raised $196,000 from my YouTube and Facebook, which is insane to me that you guys have invested that much. So I want to say thank you so much. Um, the minimum investment is $500. If you guys want to invest, you can invest. There are perks to investing. I'm also doing a let me pull it up right now. We're also doing an investment package. We've already started the mentoring, but it's 7 months of mentoring. Um, 7 months of mentoring for 3750. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do this anymore, this one, because I don't have time to do more websites, 80-page websites deployed for you. You guys can do this one. You get the 80-page website, but I don't deploy it for you. 7 months of mentoring. We started the mentoring classes. If you guys want access to 7 months of mentorship with me, 9 other instructors, and access to my course, my resources, 3 years access to the software. You get so much stuff. It's hold on, let's go back down here. Let's go back down. You get 3 years to the software, 7 months of mentorship, to my 20-hour course, stock in the company, so much. And it's an investment into autopilot. So it's you win on the back end and you win on the front end. I just wanted to mention that really quick. I'm not gonna sell it too much right now, but I just wanted to say thank you guys. I can't believe 24. Oh my God. Jeffrey, that's funny. That you know what? That's an interesting Jeffrey. I might have to a 24-hour stream on Twitch. Shit, I might of just me working for 24 hours, and that would be an interesting thing to do. So thank you guys so much. We have raised 200 $400,000 now in total from my YouTube channel. That is almost a $500,000. Guys, 200K in crowdfunding, and then outside of crowdfunding from other private investors and angel investors, another 200. So we have raised $400,000 for the software, and we couldn't have built this without you. So, um, kind of mind boggling over the last year and 2 months, we've raised $400,000, and I only have 12,000 subscribers. That's it, 12,000 subscribers. That is, it's kind of mind blowing that I've got into junk removal, right? I got into junk removal as my friend told me about junk removal because COVID screwed everything up for me. And junk removal was what he was doing in the past, and he made good money. He crashed and burned his junk removal company, but he told me, he's like, Angel, you want to make money, you can get into junk removal. I got into incredible. Oh shit, incredible. If you're a beta tester or an investor, oh, it looks like you're actually in the mentorship as well. So um, incredible. Who are you, by the way? What's your name? I don't recognize the company name, but thank you, and it's awesome. Um, it's awesome that you're in the mentorship. I'm glad you're liking the classes. We're only on class 3. We're going to class 4. Technically, it's going to be the 5th class, but the intro, I don't count the intro class. That was just the intro. Um, but yeah, we're going over scraping. After next week's class of automations, we're going to go over scraping. I'm teaching the scraping class. That'll be exciting. Can't wait to show you guys scraping. And yeah, it's going to be incredible. So it's just kind of wild, guys. Like I fell into junk removal. I fell into junk removal, and I grew it really fast. In 14 months, $1.1 million. Dollars. I say a year, but it was 14 months. It's YouTube clickbait, guys. YouTube clickbait. Oh, Richard, what's the hell yeah, Richard? I'm glad you're liking the classes so far. Robert Bell, what's up, man? What is up? So it's crazy because like COVID fucked my shit up. Sorry, I'm cussing too much. COVID screwed up what I was working on, and COVID screwed up a bunch of stuff for everybody. So I fell into the trash business, the junk business, a sector of waste management. And I grew it to $1.1 million my first year, and then funny enough, 1 point just shy of 1.1 million the second year, and sold the business by 2 years and 4 months for almost a quarter million, 225,000, to focus on the software. My intentions were always to go back to building my travel software. But 1 year in, I was like, I was using Jobber, no, sorry, House Call Pro, and then I switched to Workies. But it was when I switched to Workies, I think I was about a year in. I was in the steam room. I'd switched to Workies. I might have been on House Call Pro still, but either way, I was like, you know what? This software could be better. And this was all just I just fell into I just fell into junk removal. And here I am now. I'm a junk removal guy. It's just life is funny, right? It's interesting how things happen. Like I've always been a software guy. And it was me falling into this industry that changed my life. And here I am teaching people junk removal, how to scale a junk removal business. And my expertise is software. That's my expertise. But I did very well in the junk removal industry. So here I am now teaching junk removal. Um, and building software for junk removal. But honest, it's any home service business, really. But I'm tailoring it to you guys first. The core is officially built. The core is done. So everything we start tacking on and adding on is going to be dedicated to junk guys first. That's why we're doing dumpster rentals next, because a lot of junk guys get into dumpsters next. So, um, Jesus, sorry I'm late. I'll have to rewatch this. Probably went over this but the Saw giveaway, not too late to invest. Wait, sorry I'm late. I'll have to rewatch this. You probably went over this, but the Saw giveaway. Oh, yeah, I need to do a Sawzall giveaway. And not too late to invest in beta testing. We took off 3 months off, but we started up again. Jesus, yes, you can still invest for 60 days. There's 60 days left to invest if you want to invest. Jason, thank you. Great stuff as always. Ask questions, guys. Ask questions if you have questions. I'm just kind of rambling right now. But from me stumbling into junk removal and building my small community that I built of 12,000 of you on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook as well, but YouTube is where, I have most of my subscribers. I've uh I've raised for autopilot almost $500,000, which is from 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 the junk community. It's all junk people. And it's all junk removal people who there's a couple people who've invested that are not in the junk removal space, but it's negligible, very small. All $400,000 raised is 99% junk removal business owners. You guys invested in my software for and it's crazy. Some people invested $500, some people invested 5,000, some people invested 50,000. One guy invested 100,000. Um, and I'll probably go live with the big investor soon if he wants to go live, or he'll make a statement on Facebook. Shapar asked, "Are there a lot of big softwares that were built on Go High Level? I just found out about GHL and recognized how it looked." Yeah, agencies resell white label GHL for their agencies. A lot of marketing agencies resell white label Go High Level so that you have a panel to log in and access your conversations, your messages, and they usually sell it as their software, but it's just Go High Level. Go High Level is a great marketing tool. It's the user experience sucks, but it's probably the most powerful with the most features out there. Blast off. Would you take a down payment before a big job? If so, how do you determine? So blast off. This is a tricky question. So on the big job that I did, 115K, absolutely, I took a deposit, 100%. I suggest a 50% deposit on a big job like that. I took 20%, and that bit me in the ass. I should have taken 50%, or actually I think I asked for 10%, and that fucked me hard. I would always ask for minimum 30% on a big job. Now, I've done a lot of hoarder house cleanouts and big jobs, multi load jobs, 5,000 to $15,000 jobs, and I never took a deposit because I was there that day with both like two dump trucks doing loads, and I just collected the payment at the end. And I remember there was one job where it was like a $10,000 job. And, we did like 4 loads or 5 loads. And then halfway through, I was like, hey, can we collect, let's collect half. Let's collect what we've done for today, and we'll come back tomorrow and do the rest. And we did that. However, when you get big jobs, it's probably in your best interest to collect like a 20% down payment on an $8,000 job. Um, I never did that really, honestly, even on $5,000 jobs, $10,000 jobs. I had an 11,000 hoarder house. I didn't even collect a down payment on. Um, that's probably not smart to do. I would get a deposit at least of like at minimum 10%, right? So you have an $8,000 job, collect 800 bucks, right? But there's sometimes there's that friction or that that friction that you don't want to cause. You just want to get there and start loading it up because once you load, you're on site. You can collect and be like after three loads, be like, hey, we got to collect a payment. So I always like to avoid that friction so I can just get into their driveway immediately and start putting things in the truck. And it's like, okay, we're going. They owe us money. So I always just wanted to get on site immediately and not cause any more friction for them to say no. And that was how I did it. I still recommend deposits, though, to be very, to be sure. But yeah, that's how I did it. Carson Alexander. Howdy, partner. All right, guys. Ask your questions. Uh, Gosh darn. Ask your questions. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. So why don't we make this interesting? Um, what do we got in here? 20 people. Let's make this interesting, guys. Ask questions, but a lot of you aren't asking questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the interview and I'm going to put an interview link so that you guys can come on live with me. If you come on your phone, okay. So if you join on your phone, um, you're not going to be able to see me or anybody else who joins versus if you're on your computer. So click this link. Cisco, just transfer it as soon as you can back to me so I get everything fixed. Sooner the better, just within a couple days. Victor, hey brother, just checking in. Don't forget about me. I'm still looking to add those preloaded jobs. Oh, Victor, I added a button under the company settings that you can add the preloaded data. So if you go to settings, company settings, there's a preload data. Make sure to click that button only one time, okay, Victor? Um, I think I pinned it. The software here, I'm going to add it to my broadcast too. It's a fancy link, but I'm going to post it in Facebook too, guys. So if you guys want to, let me go to YouTube. Hold on. Let me see if I can pin it. Pin message. Okay. There, it's pinned. All right. So if you guys click that link, you'll come live on my YouTube channel. I'm streaming to YouTube, I'm streaming to Facebook. So you can ask me questions. We could talk, we could hang out. So if you want to come on and chit chat, click that link and I'll see you guys. Um, yeah, click the link, guys. Come join. I'm gonna delete this off the channel now. So, um, while we wait for somebody to hop on, if anybody wants to hop on and chat, let's talk about the autopilot investment package. So let me see. I just closed it. So we're on our fourth class, and I'm doing an autopilot investment package where you get stock in the company. So if you guys believe in that, I'm going to turn autopilot into $1 billion company. And just to give you guys an idea, House Call Pro is a $2 billion company. Jobber's a $5 billion company. Service Titan is a $10 billion company. Speaking of which, let me pull up Service Titan. Hold on. They just filed for IPO. Um, I wonder I wonder what they're going to IPO for. It's rumored between $5 and $15 billion. They just filed, so they're going to be hitting they're the first, I think they're the first field service management company. Um, email blast. Let me check right now. Hold on, Fred. Email blast. Okay, so SMS blast is out, Fred. Um, email blast is coming in like a week or so. Same with sequences. They're about ready. We're just like tune fine tuning some stuff. But yeah, guys, if you guys, it still blows my mind that we raised that much money. Um, we're actually going to be looking for giant angel investors or VC firms if we don't get into Y Combinator. I don't know if I talked about Y Combinator to you guys. YC is like the Harvard of startups that I'm trying to get into. It's a 1% chance of getting in. Probably not gonna. I don't like to be negative, but I want to get in. But oh shit, we got Junk Lord. You're always. Let me see. Okay, are you actually? Finally, you're not in your truck.
I'm finally home, and I'm not in
Yeah,
uniform either.
dude. Okay, if you want to see, like, you got to pull it up on your computer. Otherwise, you don't see me, right? You only see yourself.
I can see you. No, I can see
Oh, you
you.
can. Okay, cool.
I just can't
What's
see
up?
other
Okay,
people. Like if somebody else calls, I can't see them.
got it. So you see me and you though,
Yeah, yeah, I can see you. I could leave you hanging, man. I was starting to feel sad for
dude.
you.
Yeah, it's like either people really truly don't have questions, or I don't know, man.
No, man,
I don't
everybody's an
know.
expert now. Didn't you watch that video? How to make $1 million with a pickup truck in 45 minutes?
Wait, no, wait. Who?
No, I'm just joking. I'm just
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'm just
Ricardo
ragging
just
on the
posted. I
people
thought
that
you were talking
post
about
that.
Ricardo's. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
no.
Thanks. Thanks
Dang, man, I was
everybody.
hoping I'd hop in here and somebody else would hop in.
Yeah. Hey guys, click the link. Okay, if you have questions. But hey, do you have any questions for me? Or are you a pro now?
No, I mean I'm not a pro, but I don't have any questions.
You don't have any There's no. You have no questions at all, huh?
Well, let's see,
You're not
man.
struggling
Okay,
with
this
anything in your business.
I mean I'm struggling with a lot of things, man.
Okay. Hey, dude. I also give relationship advice. I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
kidding. No, I'm
All right,
just
man.
kidding.
So my truck threw a code, man. I'm wondering if you can help me diagnose it. It's no,
Yeah.
I'm
What's the
just
code?
fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking with you.
So how's the winter? How's the winter in Vegas?
Well, it started slowing down this month for sure. Definitely feel it. November was pretty killer for us. October was pretty good. September was freaking awesome. August was freaking awesome. It's just now this month for sure. It started off slow, but it's not horrible. Like we got a house clean out. We did a couple jobs this week, but uh, definitely not what we're used to.
Really? It
Yeah.
gets cold. It gets cold in Vegas. I remember I lived there for almost 2 years. It gets cold as crap in Vegas.
Yeah, but even not that bad. Like today I was wearing a t-shirt all day.
Yeah, but the winter, dude, I just remember it being windy and cold, bro, in the winter.
Yep.
Dude,
Yeah, give it like a month.
I lived on what's the highway that shoots straight there? Is it the 10?
The
No, it's not the
15?
10, the 15. So I lived on the 15 and what was it? Is it Blue Diamond Road?
Okay, yep,
Blue
yep. Blue
Yeah,
Diamond and the
right.
15.
I lived at the Loft 5 off Pebble Road. There's this bit
Damn.
those luxury apartments called Loft 5.
So you always been rich.
Yeah. Dude, though, it was like it was such a gangster place for only like 2 grand a month. It was like really nice.
Dude, I bet you it's like 4 grand now. 4 to 5. It's
Yeah,
insane out here right now. It's like Cali prices.
really.
Yeah,
Shapar,
it got expensive.
Cisco, Jorge says Shark Tank. Yes. Hey, go. I'll pitch you guys in a minute. You guys want to be pitched? Cisco says, well worth the investment. Yes. The classes are. We're just getting started. Hey, Jay, you're in the classes too, right?
Yeah, yep.
You
But I
you
I
liking
missed
them
like
so
two.
far?
Yeah, yeah. I like them so far. I missed two because it was days that like yesterday I had just a bunch of work that got scheduled, and then like 2 weeks before that I just spaced it. I guess it was on a different day, but no. So far they're interesting. A lot of insight. It's not any of that theory of hey, you could do this, and if you do this, you could do that. Like, no, it's actually this is how you do it, step by
Yeah.
step. It's how it's
After
done.
after automations, you know what I'm teaching the next class. So next week is going to be automations with Go Eye Level, and then the next class after that is going to be scraping, and then the next class after that is going to be mass emailing. So I'm going to teach you guys how to send out 1,000 emails a day, an extreme, like most likely you guys will probably just be doing 50 to 100, but how to do that properly. So we're gonna do scraping and mass emailing, and then yeah, all that stuff. So Shapar, Andrew's the next Alex Hermosi. That dude's a genius. He went to Vanderbilt. He went to Vanderbilt, graduated with like fucking the high, like dude's smart. I'm just like super persistent. But thank you for the compliment. Wally gone. He start out right with that hat. Yes, sir. Dylan Dudley, you and Louis Vandervalk should run a podcast together. You know what? I'm gonna message him right now. Louis Louis Vandervalk. I'm actually supposed to do a podcast with somebody else, but he's very hard to he's really busy. So maybe I was gonna start an actual podcast. Um like an actual podcast where I interview like all kinds of people in the blue collar industry. So, what do you think about that? If I were to interview like multi-millionaires in plumbing, HVAC, moving, cleaning, I don't care what it is, maybe even like SEO, I'll interview SEO agencies, whatever.
I got a better idea, man. I say you put SEO agencies on like on the grill, man, and you just grill them,
Yeah.
put them on the spot.
Once, what's funny is once Autopilot hits 2,000 paying customers, that's kind of like that's my level of like, okay, I'm gonna start calling everybody out, because that at that point it's like, okay, we have so much money coming in, I don't care what anybody says about me. I can be that person. I can start calling mofos out and not give a crap because I'm doing a 500,000 a month.
That's what you got to do, man. I'm
Yeah,
waiting for it. That's what I'm waiting for.
you're waiting for me to turn into Ricardo, aren't you?
Yep.
The Andrew version of Ricardo.
Yeah. Andrew
Wait, okay,
Hernandez.
guys, this is okay. I'm gonna get off in like 15 minutes. So this is last call, guys. The comment, I'm gonna put it in Facebook and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Look at the comments. There is a link if you guys want to call into the show. We got me, Andrew Thompson from Jedi Junk Removal of Los Angeles, California, and we have Jay, the Hot Mess Express, from Las Vegas. It's hot. Is it Hot Mess Junk Removal?
Hot mess cleanup.
Hot Mess Cleanup.
That's it. Yeah. So, I mean, one question I can kind of say
Junk
that
180, what's
a lot
up?
of people, yeah, one question that I would say a lot of people have, because I see it in the groups like almost every day, is a lot of people are slowing down. So, for those that are slowing down, if you, Andrew, were still in the junk business and it slowed down, you had no work, like you're literally not doing anything and you're just waiting for calls. What would you do?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. We all know it slows down during the winter, so that's just like I'm now in my third year, right? So technically third year of just watching people complain. So number one is there's nothing you can do about it, right? You have to just understand that it's going to get slower. But what I would do, what's up, Jeffrey?
How's it going?
It's all people calling in who don't have questions. Jeffrey, but hey, hey, Jeffrey, after I answer this question, you want to give people a little preview of what we're working on and see what the people in the comments think? We
Yeah, I
don't,
can a little bit
no, like let's talk about what we're working on, but we don't need to give them the story. Let's just see if people like the idea of what we're working on.
for sure.
Cool. All right. So to answer your question, if I known what's going to happen, and for me, December slowed down as well. January, it was December, January, February were kind of the slowest months for me in California. Even though there's no snow, it just slowed down. I would, I would now knowing what I know, I would have started increasing my mass emailing campaigns 2 months prior. from like 100 emails a day to 500 emails a day. So I would start that. I would clearly text blast winter specials. And I did this. I actually already did this. I would do Christmas specials. So I would increase massy. Obviously, I'd increase. Okay. Number one, increase ad spend as much as I possibly can. I did that with Google Ads all the time. I cranked up the dial, but there's not as much search volume in the winter as there is this summer. But I would crank up my ad spend all the way on Facebook and Google. That's what I did. I would crank up the dial on mass emailing, which I'm teaching in 2 weeks to crank up the dial on just cold emailing commercial buildings. So we'll have a list of 20,000 companies and we'll just cold email. And then I would also just understand to accept my fate. There is no battling the slowness of the winter because there is going to be slowness. Everybody slows down in the winter when it comes to junk. It's just the nature of junk removal. There's ebbs and flows. There's no battling it. But that's what I would do. And then I would text blast and remarket all of my customers. I'd send out emails and text and remarket to my customers in the winter. So there's really no secret except for cranking the dial, man. That's all you can do. You just crank the dial. And I would put out more yard sign. I mean, there's really no magic formula. That's what I would do. But um, crank the dial. That's it. What about you, man?
Well, what would I do?
What are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you doing in this winter right
Uh,
now?
yeah, well, what I'm doing is I'm doing outreach to all my commercial people. Those are the ones that have been keeping me busy. Like for example, this week I think we did 3 to 6 commercial jobs, and that's
So
just
you're
something we
remarketing.
do. Yeah, just making sure we're staying top of mind, and because if they don't see us, they forget us. So we're always trying
Yep.
to be in their face.
So you're
But
remarketing.
yep, remarketing and focusing heavy on commercial. That's for sure.
Cool. So
And then that's
remarketing,
another
but
thing too.
focusing on commercial.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is I see a lot of people that complain like, "Oh man, these guys are over here starting up or whatever, or the landscapers are doing this and yada yada, complaining." So that's one thing too, is with commercial, a lot of these people have pretty strict regulations in order for you to work for them. So, when you start going into that level, there's only a certain amount of people that are able to enter that playing field. So, that's another thing for those that are complaining that the 99 cent dollar guy or whatever is getting in and ruining it for everybody.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Are they ruining it for everybody?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't
The
think
only
so. I
thing,
think
the only, go ahead.
yeah, I don't think so. I mean, think about it. There's only a certain amount of pickups they can do. And we've had them here all the time. We've got scrap guys here. We've got guys that pick up metal. We got people that buy washers here. Like, that buy them from you. They'll go to your house, they'll give you $60 for your washer. We still we still get those pickups. So it doesn't matter. Those guys have been around forever, and I think as long as you just up your marketing and set high expectations for the people that are hiring you, then those guys they're not your competition. They don't stand a
Yeah.
chance against you.
Yeah. I mean, crackheads can only like, I mean, how many jobs can they actually do before, they're cracked out, for the day? They
Yeah, and
can't do
then
any.
think about
No.
think about someone in a nice neighborhood. You think they're gonna want a freaking truck that pulls up leaking oil all over their driveway? Like, no, man.
Yep. I think the honest to God problem is social media. But this is any industry. Like people talk shit on influencers ruining the industry and saturating it. Yeah, that is true. 100%. But it's also happening in landscaping. Mike Andes has 200,000 subscribers and he's saturating the landscaping. And same goes with cleaning. You got DJ the Boss and all these other cleaning influencers where they have 50 to 100,000 subscribers. They're saturating the cleaning industry and making this more, making people aware that you can start these businesses. So at the end of the day, it's social media is because everybody wants to share their knowledge. That's just life, right? That's just human nature. So What's really affecting the industry is us damn YouTubers making
Yeah, and I
more saturation. It's not the crackheads. It's the saturation. That's supply and demand.
Yeah, and I think one thing that I'll touch on is something that Ricardo has said, and that is that he wants to pretty much bring light to the junk removal industry. And the truth is, a lot of people don't know it exists. So even though there's a crap ton of landscapers, the thing about landscapers is people use them. A lot of people use them. Like everybody knows what a
Hmm.
landscaper is. If you go up here where I live, if you go, a few streets over on a morning, Saturday morning, Friday morning, every other house has a landscaper working there. So it's
Yep.
it's like
Yeah,
it's
people.
very
Everybody knows
common.
you can get. Everybody knows you can hire a gardener, a landscaper, or a mower, but not everybody knows
Yeah,
about that in junk removal.
exactly. And the thing we
You.
deal with here, specific in our market, is that our trash company picks up bulk items every 2 weeks for free. That's all included. And then
Ooh, dang.
residents are able to go to the dump at any time to dump for free. That's another
So
thing.
you ever seen those street interviews on TikTok where the guys go up to the drunk girls and ask them questions, like, and the
Yeah.
girls say stupid, ludicrous shit, and guys say stupid shit too. Those drunk interviews, like they just go up and ask questions. I don't know why that comes to mind, but I wanted to do the same thing and go interview people to show. I wanted to make a video to show like how people are so unaware of junk removal. I wanted to just go downstairs and interview. Hey, have you ever heard of a junk removal company? And just ask 100 people because yes, we're saturated, but also I don't think many people are aware that you can, it doesn't come to mind that you can just hire a junk removal company. Like
No.
most people, when they move out, they're like, oh, I got to get rid of my shit. I have to physically do it. I have to go put it in the dumpster. I have to get a truck and rent a truck. I have to call a friend and family member to get a truck to get rid of this stuff because I'm responsible for it. I don't think it ever even comes to mind that you're like, oh, I can get a junk dude for $200 to do this. Um, I feel like if I were to ask 100 people downstairs in my neighborhood right now and interview, like film, hey, my name's Andy. Can I film this for my YouTube channel? I have two questions. Have you heard of a junk removal company? Yes or no? Have you ever hired one? Yes or no? I feel like 50% of the people would have not ever heard of one or thought of it.
I think that's being generous. I think it'd be higher than that.
You think it'd be higher, right? Yeah. So it's
Way
like
higher.
there's not even the awareness. So, there's a lot of supply coming in, a lot from us fucking YouTubers, a lot of supply. But the demand is not there because it's not like landscaping where everyone knows that you can hire a landscaper. So we got to somehow
Hmm.
make the awareness go up, the demand. But
I think that's
but
that's
yeah,
what it is. That's
yeah.
what it is.
And that's what Ricardo's always saying. He's like, we all work together. Ricardo, if you're watching this, fuck you. Just kidding. I love you, Ricardo. Just kidding, Ricardo. Ricardo, he's always all like, let's help each other out. Let's help. He's like, that's why I hire, let's help each other out. And then the next video, he's like, autopilot and workies suck. Fuck you. You don't need a CRM. It's like Ricardo one day is like, he's all like, we're all in this together. And then the next day he's like, you motherfucking YouTubers make this shit too complicated. He's like, what are CRMs? His last video was so Ricardo, I love you. This is funny. His last video, Jeff, you sent it to me. His last video, he's like, ROI. What's ROI? You don't need ROI. And he was like, you don't need to track your numbers. Why do you need to track your numbers? I'm like, he's like, just talk. It's so funny. It's like,
We're
he's
we're
like,
not a
he's like, you got,
service anymore. We're a luxury service. Ha!
and he was like,
Yeah,
he's like,
I
what do you?
started dying.
The funniest thing that Ricardo was saying, he's like, and what are all these YouTubers saying? We're a luxury service. He's like, we're not a luxury service. You're not a luxury business. It's like, no, Ricardo. It's a luxury being able to afford somebody to take out your trash because you should be able to take out your own trash. If you're hiring somebody to take out your trash, that is a luxury because the normal person does not hire somebody to come take out their trash. They do it themselves. And it's like he was looking at it. He's like, you don't own a luxury business. I'm like, no, Ricardo, we're not saying we're a luxury business. We're saying that the customers are getting a luxury because it's not. They don't need to pay. Anyways, it's Ricardo's. Ricardo, you're funny as hell. I love you. You're funny. And but yeah, I have some really good response videos coming. I have like 3 videos that I'm going to respond to. There's one video, Ricardo was just, the whole video was just shit talking on CRMs. It was the whole video. And Jeffrey, you remember this video where he's just shit talking? But in the beginning, he was saying all these really good things. He's like, "Oh, so you're organized and you can track it." He was saying all these positive things. I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." Made it was just really, it's really funny. You had to see the video.
Yeah, are you gonna respond to the one where he says that if you sell your business, it's because you're not making any money?
Oh yeah,
That all
oh,
these guys
he,
selling their business
yeah.
or just
He
failing.
said that he said that so many times, and I feel like he's
I think that's
always
directed at you,
pulling,
man.
dude.
Dude,
Because there's
he's always pulling punches at Andrew. Dude,
I love it.
Every time Ricardo goes up, me and Donnie in the truck, we're always putting that on the speaker because it is gold every time, dude.
there,
We're
Yeah,
just
I love
laughing
it,
our
man. I
asses
love
off.
it.
it's
It's gold.
I swear to God, because there's only 3 people that I know publicly have announced they sold their company. Sky Lane, he sold his company. Kyle Landwehr and me. And every time he talks about it, he always mentions $1 million. I'm the only one who mentions. Kyle doesn't even say $1 million in any of his video titles. Sky Lane doesn't mention $1 million. So who's the only person who's ever said $1 million and sold his company? It's me. So he's
So
indirectly always.
I have a few questions. I wonder if people would be interested. I wanted to do this for a while. I want to do like a presidential debate with Andrew and Ricardo, where it's
Oh,
like
that'd be
they
good.
straight up
Oh,
get answers and questions, and where it's like 1 minute timed answers and 30-second responses. I think it would be hilarious, and have like a
We
moderator on there.
we've actually him and I have been live together answering questions, but you mean more like more
more,
formal, like legit, where
yeah,
people
more
like
structured
Straight
with
up
actual
Trump versus Biden.
questions.
Like straight up.
Yeah, like actual questions. Like, okay, so
you know
what do you
what?
think about
Actually,
CRMs? Boom.
Right,
dude,
exactly. Yep.
that would actually be really. I could like make a really cool YouTube thumbnail and promote that because it'd be like a boxing, like him versus
Yeah.
me type thing. That would
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd
actually
be
be really
funny.
funny. Like the OG, because he always goes back to his. I've been in business for 17 years, a- as if like nothing's changed in 17 years. it's like it's like Ricardo, if you're watching this, I love you, but at the same time, most people he just thinks people can build a website and have jobs. And I think he forgets that people have families and they need food, and you can't just wait for your website to rank. Like, and it's like, I get it. You don't want to pay for leads. I get it. It's stupid, right? Don't pay for leads. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Let's build a website and see how long it takes to rank. You know, nobody's eating at that point. Um, but Ricardo and me going head to head, that'd be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be
So
awesome.
I'll hey guys, can I get some comments if you guys would like me to organize me and Ricardo live presidential debate style. I need at least 5 comments because we got 21 people watching. Let me know if you guys would like me to set up something with Ricardo where we go head to head and we answer questions. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
and if you do set it up, you put something out where everyone can submit their questions like a week in advance, and then you can go through. We can have a
you
couple of
know
like
what? Actually,
test
let me write this down
questions.
Oh man,
because
I got two right off the bat.
Oh,
what
I got
Like,
a whole bunch.
yeah,
um
what
to do Ricardo website promotion plus question submission plus YouTube thumbnail. Okay, cool. And then I got to do my junk removal nationwide tour that I'm doing. I'm leaving next month. I'm doing a nationwide tour, stopping and doing in every city that I go through. I got to do that too. By the way, guys, I'm doing a nationwide tour. We'll talk about that right after this. What are your 2 questions?
dude, whether a new business needs CRMs.
Mm.
Go into that. Number one. Number two is uh should I should a business wrap their truck? I know he's passionate about those two right there.
Hold on, my phone just rang. Sorry, live on YouTube. What was your second question?
Yeah. Second one is should a business wrap their trucks? I know
Oh,
he's big
he's
on that too.
no, he's against
I
it
know.
now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I don't understand, Ricardo. If you're watching this, I want to be on this debate to understand his logic. Like
I
I
would
gotta
love to hear the
understand.
2 points.
Yeah. Michael Morris says, do it. Wally says, I'd like to see it. Jesus says, do it, please. Come on, guys. I need two more people so that I can
Hey,
confirm if I'm willing to risk my friendship with Ricardo.
Here's one, and then you got the other guy on the chat too.
Were you going to say
but
something,
yeah,
Jeff?
yeah. Wally commented earlier and said, Jeffrey, can you tell Andrew to get me my autopilot shirt? I would love to, Wally, but he hasn't even sent me my autopilot shirt, so I don't know. I don't know. Are you gonna send
Hey,
us our shirts, man?
yeah, I got your shirts. Dude, I'm locked in my closet all day. Hold on.
I'm trying, Wally. I don't know. I don't know what I can
Wait,
do.
no, you guys just gotta hit up my assistant. That's the problem. The phone number is on. Oh, we got a two. The phone number is on the screen. So, guys, hit up my assistant. Hit up that phone number. If you guys need anything, you have to text her because she's the one who reminds me everything. Um, she's the one who reminds me of everything. So you guys have to hit her up. Text that number. That number that looks like a late night infomercial number.
Hey, if I call
Bam!
that number, does
Found
she
it. I
charge per
found.
minute?
Hey, Jeff, I found it. I found it.
Hey, Andrew, if I call that number, does she charge per minute?
No, she's not a 900 sex hotline. um, hell yeah. So, all right, let's end it with this. Jeffrey and I, guys, are working on something very. Oh, Cisco's joining. Jeffrey and I are working on something very exciting. What's up, Cisco?
What's up? What's up?
You called in right on the last announcement, the last exciting announcement I'm about to make.
All right, let's hear it.
Actually, two announcements. All right, guys, I need you to comment. I need 24. There's 24 of you in here. I need all 24 of you to say yes or no because this is really important because Jeffrey and I are investing time and money into what we're doing. Okay. So, Jeffrey and I are working on something that is going to be very exciting, I think. So, I'm hyping this up right now because I need you guys to comment if this is dumb or if you guys would buy it. Okay. Jeffrey and I are working on a comic book, and it's going to include all of the dramatic junk removal characters, so you can guess a couple of them of who is going to be in this comic book. And Jeffrey's the one writing the story. Jeff, I gotta pee. I'm gonna mute my mic. I gotta pee really bad. But Jeff, guys, comment, ask questions. Jeff, talk about it for like 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah. It was just an idea we thought of, just trying to get some of the junk removal involved and into the comic book atmosphere. So it's basically just got a few YouTubers, a few people from Facebook. Um, yeah. I mean, I don't want to give too much of the story yet because we're still writing it, but should be pretty cool.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so we got Andrew in there, and we got Ricardo in there, and then we got a few people from Facebook. So, and then I think if everything goes well, we'll have a way for other people to join in as well, like in the second comic book. So we'll have some ways for you guys to possibly get your own company into the book or be a main character.
Yeah, so how many people were we gonna have? So guys, I want you to think about Facebook and YouTube, the community of the junk removal worlds, without giving the story away. Just imagine those two worlds, Facebook groups and YouTube. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but I want you to imagine the dramatic characters in each world. We got a cool story, and we're gonna make this a legit comic. We're gonna go to Comic Con. We're gonna get a booth at Comic Con, and it's not expensive, guys, to get like a very small one table. It's like a few $100. So, but we're gonna get this comic, and Jeffrey and I are like, we have how many characters are we trying to do in the first one? From
I think I have 8.
8. So I want you guys to imagine we're gonna start PG, Wally, PG-13, but Jeffrey did have a couple good R-rated ideas, but it was
Maybe
uh
a
we're gonna
little
wait
a
because
little
I don't
risque.
we don't want to offend people too much, because we're trying to make this based on the actual community. And um hey Zeus, I'm not the one writing the comics, so don't worry, it's not going to affect autopilot. Hey Zeus, um I'm not the one doing it. I'm just the one who's going to be promoting it, and it's not that expensive to fund. It's not that much money to even get a comic book published. We're only going to get like 1,000 to 2,000 copies. Would you guys buy a comic book for
I'm
25
in.
bucks if it was all about the junk removal? And it's going to be a really cool story. It's going to actually be a cool comic. It's going to be a cool comic book. It's going to be really good art, and it's going to be the story of YouTube and fate. Like, would you guys? Can I get some? We got 20 people in here. Can I get 10 people to say yes? You would buy it for 25
Yes,
bucks?
yes,
Cisco, just because it's a junk removal comic, right? It'd be dope, right?
yes, yes, yes.
And then the second issue, if the first issue sells out 1,000 copies, we'll do a second issue where we'll take like 20 companies, 30 companies, and you guys can like be background characters. And um maybe we could even do a Kickstarter on the second one, Jeff, from the community. We can do a Kickstarter
Yeah.
and and people who put in $100 can be featured as a background character. People who put in $1,000 can be featured as a mid character. People who put in $2,000 can be featured as a primary character. Whatever. Um, but yeah, exactly. C-Reb, it's just for the novel. It is for the novelty, but it's gonna be. I'm not a I didn't read too many comics as a kid either. It's just because like it's our industry, but I think it's gonna be fun. This was just a silly idea, and I think it'll bring the community together. And it'll be like a cute, funsy thing. And if we crush it, Jeff, for the first edition, we got to go R-rated on the second edition because I don't care what people say.
Oh man.
The Yeah. So, anyways, that's what we're working on, guys. And Cisco, while I have you up, do you have any questions, or did you just join to
Yeah.
hang out?
No. I got a question. So on autopilot, when you go to set up your number for messaging stuff, is it the same number you use that you have message you when you complete a job or make a job?
What's the question? When
On
setting up
auto,
your number, say that again.
yeah, on autopilot, when you set up your number, you know how you says to set up your number, you put your ENI number and all that stuff in. Are you using the same number you have set up already that sends you the
Right.
text message that says when the job's completed? It's the same number, or
So,
do
are
our
you're
or is it
you're
or is it the
talking about
tracking
like
numbers?
submit? So you're talking about you're about to apply for messages activation, right? Where it asks for your EIN and all that.
Yes, yes,
Put
yes.
put your current business number.
Okay, not my. Okay, I got you. All
Yeah,
right.
your current business number, and make sure that everything matches exactly the EIN number, the company name, first name, last name. Make sure you type it all out exactly how it is on the documents.
Hey, one little comment. This is towards Ricardo. I used to be the same way. Not wanting it. Hey, it's a game changer. It makes life so effing easy. I love it, brother. I love it.
Yeah, and I have nothing against Ricardo's. I'm friends with Ricardo, and I are friends. Like I talk to him every couple weeks. It's just
Yeah.
funny, like because he comes in talking so much shit on on my software, and I'm like, dude, I thought we were friends. I'm like, but I know that's just how he is. But honestly, here's the thing: Ricardo uses a CRM. If
Yeah.
you take Google Calendar, your text messages, and your notes, and your phone, and your internet connection, and you're taking phone calls, if you merge that all together, he uses Google Calendar. So if you merge everything together, he's using a dysfunctional version of a CRM, right? It's
Yeah.
just he doesn't have it all in one place. That's the primary difference. Jesus. Hell yeah. Okay. So basically, everybody said they'd buy one. And Jorge Hernandez, make it a meme coin. Shit, that's a good idea. But honestly, we don't have enough people in the community where it would even be like, it would maybe pump to, what, a $20,000 market cap? I don't even think people in our industry would know how to buy a coin. So it wouldn't be worth it because, but that would be funny if we dropped a meme coin with it. But we don't have enough crypto nerds in the junk removal space to make that shit happen. Last announcement I'm going to make, and then I'm going to go eat dinner. So let me pull this up. I am going to Florida to interview the one and only in person Casey Walsh from Stand Up Guys.
Hmm.
He does, I think, $8 million a year. So, and I'm also dropping off the trailer winners trailer in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So I decided to make this a junk removal nationwide tour. So each major city, I'm going to do a meetup at a bar and restaurant. And um, Jeffrey, remind me, I always forget, is it Missouri or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Damn it. I was in a, I always forget those. Minnesota, where, okay. Because I'm cruising through Missouri. I was like, I was hoping you were in Missouri, but it is what it is. Um, so let's see. All right, guys. I'm going to Chattanooga in Jordan's junk. Oh shit. Jordan's junk removal. Thank you. You didn't need to leave a super chat, but thank you, man. Thank you for the $5. Um, So I'm pulling up my calendar right now, or I mean my map. So my last thing, guys, Sacramento. I will be in Sacramento, or near closer to Sacramento in October of next year because of the Junk Expo. We're doing a bigger and better version. But we're cruising through Arizona. We're going to do a meetup in Arizona in January, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Missouri, Nashville, Tennessee. Then we're cruising down through Atlanta, Georgia, and then we're going to Tampa, Florida, and then we're going to go through Louisiana, and then we'll stop through Ricardo's state. We'll hit Texas. We're going to go through Texas, see him in DFW, and then yeah. So it's going to be crazy, guys. We're doing a huge nationwide tour, and I'm gonna stop at each major city and do a meetup, and I'm going to film it and put it, and I'm going to do this crazy YouTube video, like meeting up with everybody. So, it's going to be like January 15th to January 30th, something like that.
Hey, did you just slip and say you guys are doing Junk Expo in Sacramento next year?
Well, no, it's going to be in the same Sonoma County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's as close as I'll get to Sacramento. But Jordan, dude, I'll be in Sonoma County in October, and oh shit, if I get into Y Combinator, I'll be in San Francisco. How many hours is San Francisco, Cisco? Cisco, how many hours is Cisco? How many hours is San Francisco from Sacramento?
It's about 2.5 to 3.
2.5 to 3. Okay, cool. So C Rep, yes,
Depends how you drive.
I'm going to Tampa. I'm going to Tampa in January. Shit, maybe we'll stop in Miami. We're gonna do meetups. I'm gonna call it the Andrew Thompson's Nationwide Junk Removal Tour. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna call it, but it's gonna be epic as hell. Um, I'm gonna do a little mini meetup. I gotta plan this out and make a website for it and put the dates of each state. Actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go to Vegas, Denver, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Atlanta, Tampa, Louisiana, Dallas, Albuquerque, Phoenix. Okay, yeah, I just visualized on the map. This is gonna be a crazy ass junk removal tour, and I'm going to be promoting autopilot the entire road trip as well. So it's going to be super cool. But anyways, that's the announcement that I wanted to make, guys. Lampoon Junk Removal, Andrew Thompson, Lampoon Junk Removal Tour. So, Autopilot, comic book, National Junk Removal Tour, interviewing Casey from Stand Up Guys. We got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, guys. I'll have the dates in a couple weeks, C-Reb, or actually, I'll have the dates in like a week. And yeah. So, with that being said, everybody, does anybody have any final questions? Jeff, you got any final questions?
Nope, I'm just chilling.
Cisco, you got any questions or are you good?
I'm good. I'll ask another time. I'm good. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. I'll see you next week's class.
Yes.
And then all right. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I got some cool stuff coming on Autopilot. So please join Autopilot if you guys want to test the software. I'll send you a shirt. And yeah,
Double X.
Jeff, let me know. Hit me up later if you want to talk about the script later or tomorrow or whatever. And yeah,
For sure.
guys, thank you.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
Later, Gator.